So in 1984, Knipex out of Germany came out with this Knipex Cobra. It was a water pump plier, and it was revolutionary because at the time, all they had was this type of the old channel lock type of setting. You know, you basically kind of hung up. It just wasn't smooth at all. So now here, they came out with this push button. You could basically set it with one hand. Just a very nice set of pliers. Now, these things were great for if you had some type of a black pipe or any kind of pipe. They were perfect for gripping pipe. They had these sharp teeth that really gripped in there. I've got a Knipex test rig where I put 235 pounds on this, and it gripped that pipe. So, I mean, these things really grip. Well, the one thing they do also is they will tear up or gnar a nut or a bolt. As you can see, these teeth in here are right on this bolt right here. And after a while, especially if this thing is stuck on, it's going to really mar and maybe even round the edges of this nut. So in 1994, they came out with this, the Pliers Wrench. The Pliers Wrench had parallel jaws to them, and it also had a clamping function. So unlike the regular adjustable wrench, where you just set it by a dial and go in, you can set it and clamp down and get tremendous force on it. So like here, as you can see, this thing really grips. Now, these are flat, parallel jaws, so they will not mar the nut, and that's what they were looking for. So they had these in 1994. After the patent expired, you had a lot of different makers come out. And some of them improved on this design. Some of them I like better, some of them not so much, but let's take a look at them. So this is your typical Knipex. You got this little lever here. This little lever point here is really what gives it the force, the gripping force. And you can set this just by this push button, just like the Cobra. It's got this little spring bar steel here. The spring is completely covered in here. You can't see it. And it just sets very nice. I mean, this was, like I said, this is the OG. These are made in Germany and just very nice. You can't go wrong with these Knipex 8603 180s. Now, also, about the same design to me is this Gedore. As you can see, looks very similar. Let me pull it up here. You can see the Gedore and the Knipex look very similar. They both have this little ridge here, this little ridge in here that holds this bottom jaw in, and that's what keeps it from sliding out or going anywhere. And then this same little lever point here that just makes it move up and down to put your gripping force on there. Now, one thing the only difference in this one is you can see they have this same little knob here, just like they have on this handle on the Knipex. But on the Knipex, that's it. The rest of it's rounded. If you can see here, it's not rounded. They also put this knob on the back, and that's really what stops it from opening. As you can see here, this little knob here stops it from opening. And on the Knipex, just this whole, they make this rounded here, and it just stops on its own just like that. So you can't go any further, or this thing would slip out, of course, and, you know, then the whole jaw would come out. But the Gedore is a very nice representation of it, I think. Maybe a little bit rougher casting. It looks like they did some finer castings around here, you know, around this part where here they just kept this solid. But, I mean, still, very nice. This is the 183-7. Now, when you go to the next one, this is the Hazet model. This is the Hazet 762-18. It's made in Germany. Oh, by the way, I think these are made in Austria. Let's see if we can find. Yeah, these are made in, the Gedore made in Austria. This Hazet model, the only difference is, or the main difference is they have this little push button lever here. The Knipex, when you push it, you can see it pushes that bar out. Where on this one, when you push this lever here, yeah, there's an internal coil spring right here. And that's what makes this little gear here drop down. You can move it at ease there. And then there's 3 teeth on either side that connect into these 3 grooves. And that's what gives us this gripping power here. This thing's got a lot of torque. Just an awesome set of pliers. Now, what I do like about this Hazet action, see how smooth that is? It's not that smooth with the Knipex. I mean, it's just not. I mean, I'm a huge Knipex fan. Love them. But the Hazet is just so much smoother. Easy to set with one hand. Let's try this. Yeah, you can set it, but it just doesn't slide up and down. There you go. Doesn't slide up and down near as nice as this Hazet does. There's a reason. This Hazet is probably twice as much as this Knipex. I'm going to leave a link to the KC Tool. I bought all of these off of KC Tool. I'll leave a link to KC Tool and let you know where you can get these. But these are going to be about twice as much. Again, that's a 76218. Same type of handle. All these are just kind of like that dipped handle. All of these three here follow pretty much the same rule. I mean, you all have this one bar in the middle. It's got these teeth cut into it. You got this same cam point here. Everything looks exactly the same. Now, when you get to the Stahlwille, it's completely different. This Stahlwille is just made different. This is called the Power Grip by Stahlwille. It is made in Germany. It's the model number G5736180. The 180, of course, is their 7-inch millimeter. Now, what's the difference here? On all of these other ones, where your teeth are notched in is in this middle section, as you can see. It's right here in the middle. Where here, where the teeth are notched in, is on the left and the right. So they're on the outside here. This is polished smooth, as you can tell. Now, this one has an internal spring in it that you push it. The reason this is polished so smooth, you push this button, it's got to ride against this, right? And it is smooth. My only concern was if you happen to get rust or this gets pitted, it may not be as smooth. But that haven't happened with these, but I've only had these for a couple of weeks now. But to me, if you get this one that's got one on both sides, it just looks like it would have more gripping power. I mean, you got two rails that these are gripping into, one on each side. So, I mean, it's got to be stronger. So another thing is, if you look, what's keeping this bottom jaw in the plier is this groove. They got a groove on the left and the right, and you can see here how it's notched into that groove where this thing can't go up or down. This one is completely different. This one does not have a groove because these are on the outside. You can see it's just smooth here. It's smooth on the outside and inside of these pliers. What it does have is this knob on the back. So these are made with this on the back where this jaw can't go anywhere. It can't move at all because this is keeping it intact here. And you just got tremendous amounts of power with this Stahlwille. Another thing I like about this Stahlwille is the handle. Look at this handle, how it curves out. All the rest of these are straight. And you can see, you grip them here. On this one, you grip it here. And I mean, it does make a difference. It's amazing how much better that feels with that little curve right here on the bottom. These things are just awesome. I tell you what, I just bought this Stahlwille. I mean, I always had the water pump pliers. They were very nice. Same way, they had a rail on the outside instead of the inside. But this Pliers Wrenches just seems like it's made at a different level. Now, they're a little bit more expensive. I think they're 50, 60% more than the Knipex. But if you work with them every day, it may be worth it just for the ergonomics of that handle. And this very strong set of pliers here. I mean, everything is so beefy here. Another thing is the way these stop with the pinch point. As you see here, these Knipex, they go down. It's grooved out in here, and this little groove fits inside there. And that's what stops it. It's basically hitting right here. It's stopping it. Where this one, you've got these little notches here on the left and the right. And that's what's stopping these. Just a complete different design. And you know what? I got to give it to Stahlwille. Unlike some of these other ones that's basically just copied them and made little minor cosmetic changes, other than the Hazet, which I think was a radical change with this little lever here. This is really radical. I mean, the rails that have notches are on the left and the right instead of the center. I mean, that's pretty radical. I mean, it took a complete different design to get these made. I really like these, and that's the Stahlwille 7 1/4 inch. So which one is your favorite? I mean, I really like this Stahlwille, and I like the Knipex. I think they both have really a place. One thing about the Stahlwille is if you're going out all day and you know you're going to be doing a lot of wrenching, then you want to bring this because it's just more ergonomic. Now, you're probably going to have a separate, if you're doing all the same type of bolt, you're probably going to have just a set of wrenches. But if you know you're going to go out and you potentially got a good bit of wrenching to do, and you don't want to carry a set of wrenches, this is the one to get, I think. Now, the only problem is this. I mean, you're looking at width 12.69 millimeter versus 11.69. So you're about a millimeter thicker. And if you look at this way, let's go from here to here. That's 35 millimeter, 34.99. We'll call it 35. And then here to the longest point here, 29.6. So, I mean, it is bulkier. There's no doubt about it. So this one is kind of bulkier, bigger, but I mean, it's stronger and more ergonomic as far as I'm concerned. So, I mean, really, it's your pick. These will probably be the least expensive. These will be the most expensive. But if you're just building out a bag that you know you're going to last for many, many years, I'd probably go with the Stahlwille. See you next week.